this is Tina from Shabbydabbydoodah. Welcome back to my channel. So we're here for episode 1 of our 70 ephemera pieces in 7 days, or 7 days, 70 pieces. I'm not sure how we're going to call that yet, but yep, 70 pieces in 70 days. So I've grabbed out 70 pieces of ready-made ephemera. So these are pieces that we've made like in mass makes, or maybe we made them in the X-Power series or something like that. I've tried to grab a variety so it's not kind of really boring watching the same stuff every day. And then what I've got is in front of me, and I should probably take my camera off and show you this. So hold on while I just grab my camera. And then what I've got in front of me is I've got a whole bunch of different things. So I've got here some sort of decorative edge strips, little chunky clusters. I've got snippet strips here. I've got clusters in there. And then here I've got some stamped pieces and some journal cards. I've got here, they're not what they actually say on the tin, if that makes sense. Other kind of like clustery type pieces. And then I've got some of those little embellishment pieces, the side sort of embellishment pieces that we made as well. So I've got a whole bunch of different things that we can decorate up with. And so hopefully we're going to be able to fly through these, because the, oh gosh, what's the word? The goal is we're going to be making 10 pieces every day. So 10 pieces completing every day. So we're going to have to crack on with these pretty quickly. So let me hang you back up. Hold on. Okay, so you're back up there. Right. Okay, so I'm going to just count out, you know, 7 pieces that I'm going to, sorry, 10 pieces. I keep saying 7. 10 pieces that I'm going to decorate today in episode 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so that's 10 pieces that we're going to try and get through today. And then obviously I'm going to put this pile down and we're going to pick another 10 to do in the next episode. So let's just lay these out. So I don't know whether I can fit them all on my desk now, or whether we'll have to do sort of 5 and 5. So we might have to do 5 and 5, I think. So just move these like that. Okay, let's do these 5 first, and then we'll come on to the next 5. So I'm going to just pull them down like that, and then we're going to just find some pieces that we're going to decorate these up with. So like I say, I've tried to pick things so I've got a whole bunch of very different things, so it's not going to be really boring watching the same stuff or types of stuff being decorated. So got here some snippet roll. Now I'm just going to tear that off. Okay, so that's like a little pocket here. So although colour-wise this goes pretty well, obviously shape-wise it doesn't. It's not bad on there. Well, this is where I find that I'm going to end up tearing things off and wasting them. I mean, that's quite nice on there, to be honest. So we could do it like that. So let's swap this out for a minute. Okay. Oh, this is going to prove to be more difficult than I'd first anticipated, I think. So I hope that I don't just fail miserably in this series. So let's bring in my decorative kind of edge strips, and then I've got some of my stitched clusters and various different things. So let's just have a look and see what we've got in here that might look good on any of these pieces. Okay. I mean, that would be quite nice on there style-wise, but it's obviously not the right colours. Oh dear. Oh, this is going to be one of those series that I kind of think, oh my goodness, why did I think this would be a good idea? But it's going to be fantastic once we've actually made a bunch of stuff. You know, we're going to love having these things kind of ready-made, aren't we? So obviously we've got the base pieces ready-made, like I say, already, because we've made them obviously during our mass makings, but to actually have them then finished and ready to use will be pretty, you know, pretty awesome, I think. So, oh, I'm failing miserably here. Nothing's going with the bits that I've pulled in. Oh no, hadn't really thought of that, to be honest. So this is going to be a nightmare. Oh, that's quite pretty on there, isn't it? Actually, or it might just go on there. I don't know. Looks pretty on several things. Oops, got this on. Wonder if we could have that there. No. Oh. Just bringing this on. Oh, that's really lovely. Right, so again, let me just swap this out with that one. So yeah, we'll do that. I did see another one that I just wondered about, actually, whether this would go with this one. No, not really. Well, it looks okay, but yeah, it's not the best, to be honest. So no. Right, okay, so those all bite the dust now. So yeah. Oh, not doing well, am I? No, we're not doing well so far. Right, that's those. Right, let me grab a bunch of clusters. So just trying not to knock everything flying. Okay. Bring these. Okay, well, we could have that there because that's purple, so it goes quite nicely on there. Got this one. A lot of these are quite big clusters, so let me see if I've got some smaller ones, which would perhaps be better for these pockets. Oh, I don't want to pick the wrong thing. And some of these I've been hoarding for a while, so now I'm like, oh, I can't bring myself to use them. Sorry, I've got my little scraps packet in my lap with the lace and fabrics and things, so just kind of leaving that there because I will be using some bits from there. I don't know, I mean, that's quite nice just like that, to be honest, but it seems a little bit boring to just do such a small bit of embellishing. Well, that's quite nice, actually. Oh, I don't know. It's probably nicer like that. Let's just see what else we've got. Oh, don't you love that? Isn't that gorgeous? So some of these, when I'm calling them clusters, they're actually from snippet strips. You know, I just call them clusters because, to be honest, once you tear them off of the snippet strip, I think they're kind of very similar to clusters. So right, let's get assembling some of these. So this here is a little kind of foldy booklet, and then we've got a pocket going across here. So pop that like that, and then let's just get some distress ink. Okie dokie. So just distress all around here. Just had a call from the school reminding me that my daughter she'd gone to another school, or they're going to go into another school today to do some sort of sports activity. And they said, oh, she just asked us to ring you and just ask whether you were picking her up. Because, yeah, she had mentioned it on Monday, and obviously I'm filming this on a Thursday. So, wow, thank goodness she remembered to get them to phone me, because, no, of course, I had not remembered that. You know, obviously there's been loads of days in between. So, yeah, I said to the lady, you know, from the office who phoned, I said, oh, thank goodness you phoned me. I said, because no, I'd forgotten all about that. So no, I wouldn't have picked her up. So, I mean, don't get me wrong, it's walkable distance, but I mean, obviously she wanted to be picked up, and it's raining today. So yeah, she wouldn't have wanted to walk in the rain, but yeah, I would not have remembered. So my daughter, luckily, she knows exactly what I'm like. She knows that I'm not likely to remember anything, so she's, you know, she's way ahead of me, and she's like, oh, I'm gonna get the office to phone mum because she's rubbish and she's not gonna remember anything. Honestly, the school must just think, what an idiot, you know, that mum, she doesn't remember anything. I mean, I don't know whether I'm the worst mum in the school, but probably up there. I mean, I like to think perhaps I'm not the worst, but yeah, it's got to be said, I can't really think that there's many probably worse. So yeah, not very good, to be honest, but anyway, it is what it is. Anyway, luckily they got hold of me, and you know, she'd reminded them to, or you know, asked them to remind me, so it's all good. She's going to get picked up. Right, let's see whether we want to have this kind of like just sort of tying those two bits in. Just wonder whether we could have this anywhere. Sorry for that horrible noise of that packet, but every time I move it obviously kind of moves out of its tucked in place. So we could have it like that, and maybe that down there, maybe that there. Yeah, that's quite pretty, isn't it? Okay, right, so let's glue this down. Okay. This paper here, this is from my Rich Damask, I think set 1, although I wouldn't swear to it. It could be set 2, so I'm not entirely sure. Okie dokie. And this piece here, we're just going to have sort of there. Just turn that down a bit more. Okay. A bit better. Okay. Oh, and I have also got some fussy cut bits as well, like labels and butterflies and things like that, that I could also be using. So yeah, we've got kind of a variety of things that we can be using for these. Honestly, I feel a bit like with the X Piles, in that I can't wait for the end of this series and be like, oh my goodness, look at that 70 pieces that I've got there decorated and ready to use. So, you know, I love it when we kind of get through tons of things and, you know, we then have tons of stuff ready for using. Nothing makes me feel better. So yeah, can't wait. Oops. Sorry, just, oh my goodness, I've really messed this up. Had those rounded corners and it just, where I'd glued that extra piece on it, was sort of mucking up the corner a little bit. Not looking too good. Right, now I have to be honest, I don't think this is really the right cluster for this. I kind of had torn it from the, you know, snippet strip. So then I was like, oh, I must use that because I've torn it now. But I don't think it's quite the right piece. So I'm just going to see if I've got any other pieces that might go better. I mean, that one's quite lovely, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah. So, I mean, sometimes, you know, rather than just be determined to use things, you've got to give in when it's not quite the right piece. And that's how I felt about that, to be honest. It wasn't, you know, it wasn't really the right piece. So let's just pop that down there. Okay. So I'm going to glue this now just with the hot glue. This is, again, this is some snippet strip. And yeah, it's quite, you know, stiff. So it needs kind of the extra sticking power, I think, of the hot glue. Just to make sure it's properly stuck. So just pop that down there. Like that. Okay. Let's just get that bit of excess glue out. That's just seeping out on the corners. There we go. Okay, that looks lovely, doesn't it? And then, do we want some bling or anything? I don't think it really needs bling. Oh, it's not very well glued down. So let me just glue this on. Okay, that's better. The only other thing that we could do with this one actually is we could use a bit of sari silk or something as like a little tie around, because it is obviously a, you know, opening closing piece. So shall we do that around here? And then what I'll probably do is actually not glue this sari silk on, so that when I came to use this, if I decided actually I didn't want to, you know, use it, or I wanted to change the colour, for instance, of the sari silk or anything like that, then I can do that. Whereas if I glue it down, I'm sort of stuck with it. So just tie that around there like that. And just take that off. Don't want to ruffle any sari silk at the bottom. I mean, that could be quite cute, to be honest, but then I am committing myself to the pink sari silk. I don't think that really matters too much, to be honest, because it does look nice, doesn't it? And I have got obviously pink on there with the flowers. Yeah, should we put that down the bottom? Okay. Just doing it across there because I might not have enough to go right the way across the whole width of the piece. There we go. Okay. Right, one piece down. Oh my goodness, this is not going well, is it? Considering we've got to get through 10 pieces. Right, okay, so this one, I really like the look of that already. Let me just see whether I've got anything else in my little bag of lace and fabric scraps. I've got some green sari silk, which we could have, you know, tying the green in from the leaves and all of that. Like I say, I mean, I just absolutely love how that looks. That's so pretty, isn't it? Let's just see. Some lace. Maybe we will use a bit of lace on there. So if we put the lace across there like that, and that there. Yeah, let's do that. So I'll just pop that lace down. Like that. I mean, quite often I decorate my pieces up as I come to use them, if you see what I mean. But sometimes I think it's just nice to, you know, have things ready decorated and pull them in as and when. Now, can you see here, I've got a couple of pockets there. So I'm going to ink this up across here so that they're a little bit more, you know, defined where the actual pockets are. And then just ink around, ink around the whole thing. Then I'm going to glue this on. Now, when I glue this down, I'm going to just pop this under here to just catch any glue that might be, you know, seeping out. So I'm going to try not to glue kind of too high because obviously that will be hanging over, but just in case I miss it, I'm not then going to glue it down onto the base of the pocket. So pop that down like that. Like that. Okay. Again, just get that little bit of excess glue out. Honestly, hot glue is brilliant because you can just kind of rub it away. It's yeah, bit sort of magical like that. Right, then let me see whether I've got any bits that I want to put dangling or anything. So I've got some little fussy cut type pieces. So let's just ink this up. They're just quite good colour wise, aren't they? So could have that just coming from there. Now, do we want to have any other lace? Either going across the top or across one of those pockets, maybe just like that. Okay. Don't think we're going to be able to have them both, if you see what I mean, because it might just compromise the pocket a bit too much, but just pop that down there. Okay. Like that. Just grab my tissue and mop that out. Okay. And then, yeah, this little piece, which obviously, you know, colour wise, this just goes really nicely with the cluster and things, doesn't it? So just glue that down. Let's see if I've got any other little bits of texty pieces that we might want to have anywhere. Maybe that one. Or we could have them both sort of dangling. Just see. Maybe that there. Or there, actually. That's quite cute over on that corner, isn't it? So just going to glue these together. Like that. And now I'll just quickly ink around the whole thing. Like that. And then we'll just glue that up there. Like that. And it just misses that pocket. So it's not sort of compromising the pocket or anything like that. So do we want to have any other bits on there? I've just got to tick it. It might be too much. Could have it there, I suppose. I do love a cut in half ticket label. Oh, whatever they're called. I do love them when they're just cut in half like that. So yeah, that's very cute, isn't it? Okay, so that's our second piece down. Right, let's put these to one side. So 1, 2. Right, next one, this one. Okay, so we've got obviously lilac under here like that, and then this one, you know, perfect colour. So don't really need to kind of do anything too much with this. Just check whether we want to have any lace going down the edge. No, I don't think so. So I'm going to glue this one down just with my wet glue this time, because this one's just, you know, paper here on these edges. So it should, you know, glue down without too much resistance. And when I say this, I just mean really that I would have to press it down for a while. If it's very thick, you know, you may have to spend a while pressing it down. And just because when you're doing a video, I don't want to be having to press it down for too long. So it's not that it wouldn't glue when it's thicker paper or, you know, several layers. It's just that when it's quite thick like that, it has a tendency to want to lift up quite a bit. So just for the purposes of doing a video, I think it's just easier to use the hot glue. So just going to put some lace down at the bottom like that. Okay, 1, and then should we have a bit of lace at the top as well? We could have it on the top here. Just see how that looks. What do we think? Yeah, I quite prefer it actually underneath. So it just mixes it up a little bit. So pop that down there. Oops. Okie dokie. Sorry, just need to trim this up. It's a little bit sort of mitered, and then it just, you know, it can't go right up because of just the corner. So there we go, snips that out now. And just snip that down on the edge. Okay, that looks pretty. Now I'm just going to see if I've got any other you know, purpley type bits. So we could have some sari silk, tying that round. Bit of a shame because that's quite a deep purple and I feel like it's a little bit too bright. What I could do with is some lilac sari silk. I don't have any. I don't really know as I've ever seen any, strangely enough. Yeah, I'm not sure that I've ever seen lilac sari silk. Let me know if you've ever seen some. Where have you seen it? So that I can go and check it out. I feel like they're always kind of richer colours than that, but I might be, you know, that might be my imagination. I'm not sure. Right, oh, I've just got some butterflies. These might be a bit on the big side, but we'll see. I'm not sure whether I've got any printed out in smaller size. Got a whole bunch of fussy cut pieces. Oh, I have. Hold on. Fussy cut pieces from our X-Piles series. So I haven't had time to be cutting it out yet. And when I say that, you know, this might not go up for ages, to be honest, because it might take me quite a while to film this. And yeah, it might be a while before it actually goes up. But I mean, hopefully not, but who knows. Plus, I don't want to bombard you with like one series after another. So it might be a little while before it actually goes up anyway. We shall see. But I did promise at the beginning of the year, I said it's my mission to do, you know, more series. Series is, I don't know ever how you pronounce that word, you know, when it's in the plural rather than the singular. So, yeah, not sure. But anyway, I did say it was my goal was to do a lot more videos in the form of series. But yeah, whether I will manage to stick to that, I don't know. But I mean, obviously I'm filming this, it's quite early in the year. So at the moment, I'm still, you know, still making that my mission. I hope that I will stick to that. But, you know, but it's like, oh, I'm just wondering whether I should actually just have that popped over there. That's a bit big even for that. That's a shame, isn't it? Let's try this one, because we have got the black with that Age of Steam. That Age of Steam, it's gorgeous, isn't it? And that's just from my steampunk topper type fussy cut pieces. I really do love that one. Very nice. Right. Try this one. No, that's not the right one either, is it? So, oh, it's annoying. I don't really like either of them, weirdly enough. Yeah, can't really pick the right piece. Well, should we leave it like that? Or maybe I've got some bows. I wonder if I've got any bows that I could use. Let's have a quick look. Oh, what have I done with those? I got some bows out the other day and I put them into a jar, and now I'm like, what jar did I put them in? I can't even see them anywhere. I'm looking all around the room. Ah, right, hold on. I put them in one of these little containers that go on my IKEA thingy-me-bob. That's better. Right, let's pop that one down. Okay, like that. Okay, so that looks quite pretty, doesn't it? Now on the inside, I might even put some coffee dyed paper in there as a, you know, journaling kind of area. So we could just put this in here. So let's just take that down like that. Just fold that over. That's how I like to do my sort of measuring, like that. Okay, and that can go in there then. So just fold that up, and then that's a whole journaling area that we've got in there. And then what I might do is use one of those purple butterflies maybe on here. So we'll just pop this one down. Okay. Oh, it's so annoying because, yeah, I haven't long filmed my X-Files series. So far, my desk is still very, very tidy, obviously, from that series. I'm really hoping that I'm going to manage to keep it tidy, but something tells me I'll not manage it. But anyway, so because I've obviously pulled in all these bits to do this series, my desk is now really like full again. It feels awful because obviously I was so on my mission to keep it tidy. I'm like, oh no, look, I've got all that stuff again all over my desk. But I mean, it's only temporarily because obviously I'm at the moment, you know, filming. But yeah, you know, like after kind of making that promise to myself of, oh, I'm going to keep it really tidy. It's like, oh no, look, it's already not tidy. Right, we've got that there. Now I just wondered whether I just want to have a little bit of bling somewhere. So let's just take this. I'm thinking maybe kind of across the top, which just then ties in the black as well. So just going to keep that down there. Oops. I'll do this whole length, which is quite long. Oops, like that. And then we'll just, yeah, glue that down like that. Okay, looking good, looking good. There we go. Oh, love that. Really do love that. Okay. Next one, let's do this one. Oh, I don't know how I'm getting on for time, but I hope I'm going to manage it. I mean, really, I do need to have done half of these within half an hour, don't I? Which I don't think that's what it's looking like. Pretty sure that just said 27 minutes. Right, now, do we want these here on the... Oh, that's quite pretty, isn't it? Right, let's put this. So this is my autumn paper. So yeah, this was my autumn I can't remember now. Autumn is Among Us. Papers. Can't remember then the name of it. But yeah, Autumn is Among Us. Upon Us. Sorry, Upon Us. It's from that kit. Which looks pretty, doesn't it? So, and this one, obviously, I didn't really feel like it's purely for autumn. It's not got like the autumn animals or anything like that on this particular sheet. So it, you know, it overlaps. And then this, I think, just on there looks very pretty. So that's good because we can do this very quickly. Finish this one off. Right, I'm going to have to be a bit quicker with my next few. I mean, in fairness, I guess I had spent time at the beginning digging out my pieces and all of that kind of stuff. So maybe I will be a bit quicker going forward. I don't know. I'd like to think that I could be, but who knows? Right, just going to ink this up and just see if we want to have anything like a little label or anything. Oh, it's not really. Looks a bit weird, doesn't it? Just kind of plonked there, doesn't it? So yeah, probably better without, to be honest. So there's that one. Okay, next one. Right, this one, as you can see, I've kind of mucked it up. I've got some white on there, so I'm just going to sort of ink up along there. Just hopefully disguising that a bit. Okay. Right, I thought this looked quite pretty on there. Now this one, we could hang that there, which will then disguise that anyway. Maybe we could have a little label or something coming off at the side. Maybe down there. Okay. Oh, I feel a bit now like a bit of a rush. I feel a little bit like when we used to do the 3 in 30 alphabet challenge, which I have been thinking about resurrecting that, to be honest. That was several years ago that we did that challenge, and it was very fun to do. I will have to rewatch some of the videos because I'm not too sure, you know, I'm not sure quite the format that took, but I do wonder whether we could do one of those again. I mean, if you were with me right back, sort of, you know, back in the day when we did that, let me know what you think. Would you like to see that again? It was quite fun, but I do feel like it was quite pressury. But hey, maybe that's what's needed. Maybe we need a bit of sort of high pressure type stuff. But this is reminding me slightly of that. You know, I'm feeling like, this is a nightmare trying to get these done. I mean, you know, I said half an hour. Strictly, it doesn't have to be half an hour. You know, we can run over a little bit. Whereas I think those alphabet challenges, we tried to stick to time, if I recall. I'll probably watch the videos and find that we didn't stick to time with that either. But yeah, I feel like in my head, I feel like we did try and stick to time with those quite rigorously. Maybe I would be surprised to find that we didn't. Okay. Pop that on there, like that. Okay. Ooh, just wonder if we could have a little... Oh no, it does not go at all. At all. Right. Do we have any butterflies? What did I do with those butterflies? Did I just fussy cut out some from... Did I put them away? Must have put them away. I just want to see whether we want to have a butterfly or anything. Can't now see any. Don't know what I did with those. That's weird, isn't it? Oh, peculiar. Very weird. Right, let's just get out these couple of bits. Oh, that's really strange. I can't see them anywhere. Oh, here they are. Honestly. So, yeah, no wonder I couldn't remember my daughter being, you know, needing picking up, because, my goodness, I'd only just that second used those butterflies and already I couldn't remember where I'd put those. So, no chance was there for me to remember for 3 days that she needed picking up today. And I've put a reminder now on my calendar. Because, you know, even though I've been reminded by the school I mean, between now and, you know, 3, I could forget again. So, well, that's a shame, isn't it? Because it kind of goes quite nicely on there. But, yeah, I feel like I don't want to cover everything else up. Although that's quite nice there, actually. Oh, should we just have that there? So these are from my little tickets and, you know, fussy cut type pieces. It's the set 2. So, yeah. Oh, that's gorgeous, isn't it? Do we want some bling? I think probably we do. Let me just cut some. Okay. Oh, it's been a nightmare today. I overslept this morning, would you believe? I never, ever oversleep. You know, kind of my alarm goes off, and this is really weird. It goes off at 5:27. Yeah, not 5:30, not 5:20, or 5:25. 5:27. And the only reason being is because when I set my alarm, you know, originally back in the day, it must have been, you know, the time must have been something 27. And so rather than actually then faff around changing it, I just went with the, oh, that'll do, 27. Yeah, that'll do. So I stuck with that. And, you know, normally, like I say, I'm pretty good at, oh, I should get my 5, shouldn't I, lined up? I've forgotten what format we were doing. Right, okay. So, yeah, normally, if my alarm goes off, you know, I'm pretty good. And I kind of then just get straight up, really. I might snooze it once, but that's it. And then I will, you know, will be fine and get up. I don't know what happened this morning. I snoozed it once. Oh, my goodness, this is gorgeous. Look at this one. I mean, actually, gorgeous on both of those. Oh, I think probably more gorgeous on there, but hey, I like it on both. That one. Okay. Yeah, anyway, so when it went off this morning, I snoozed it, you know, and I snoozed it twice. And then I kind of like woke up, you know, went online like I do, and quite often I'll reply to some comments and things first thing. So I did that, and then I sort of glanced at the clock, you know, like up in the corner, and it said 6:48. Now, I could not believe my eyes, to the point that I actually kind of thought, what? So I then clicked off the screen onto, you know, like the main home screen, so as I could see like the big clock, because I just thought that can't be what the time is. And it was 6:48, which was just flabbergasting. I don't know how that happened, but normally I'm at the gym by like 6:30. Sorry about that. I seem to suddenly be coming out with a bit of a cold, but anyway, yeah, that was just really weird. And so I then flew out of bed, you know, cleaned my teeth, quickly got up, went to the gym. I hadn't even had a cup of tea. And normally I would, you know, have a cup of tea before I go. Oh, I'm so sorry. I knew it was going to be one of those days when I overslept. And now I've come out with some sort of cold within literally a couple of minutes. And, yeah, I'm going to have to then constantly be stopping the camera now to sneeze. So, I don't know what's going on. Anyway, I do apologise. Right, there we go. Just picking this up. I mean, this looks so pretty, doesn't it? So, whilst I was obviously sneezing just now, I just dug out a couple of things that I thought would go with some of these bits. So got that there, and then got this bit of lace, which I thought might look quite pretty hanging out as well. So just going to cut that down there. Just cut that across. Oops. That way, I think. Oops, okay. Sorry about this, having to keep stopping the camera. Right, I've stuck that lace on down there. Just pop this one on. like that. Okay, very pretty. Then here, isn't this the most gorgeous colour? Sorry, silk. I'm thinking going just across the top now. This one is quite wide. Have I torn that down before? Maybe not. Right, okay, so I'm going to just quickly try and ruffle this across here, so like that, and yeah, I'm pretty freezing, so I've got my onesie on top of my clothes, so honestly, onesies, they're just like the best things ever for keeping you warm. Okay, so that looks pretty, doesn't it? I'll just check that I haven't glued that too much to the bottom. Oh, I have a bit, yep. Of course I have, yep. There we go. So pocket there, pocket there. Okay, so that one looks pretty, doesn't it? Next one, we will do this one. So most of these haven't been inked, you know, when I actually made them, so I'm just quickly inking them up now. Oh my goodness, isn't that gorgeous there? Sorry, I had to stop again. So yeah, this is very annoying. This lace is really hard to see which is the right way and the wrong way. That's gorgeous lace, I must say. Now I'm thinking this here. I don't think I need to even go right the way across, so let's just use that piece like that, and then that there, there. Okay, let's get the lace down first. Whoops, did you see what happened there? Literally put a line of blue right here. Yeah, talk about try and stick the pocket down. I mean, I'm not trying to, but yeah. Talk about by mistake. Oh, that doesn't look like that's the right way up now. It's really hard to see. There we go. Now I will just trim this little edge off like that, just so it looks a bit more like it's on there deliberately. And then going to glue this cluster down over here. Again, this is just paper really, so I could probably just get away with gluing this down, and then just a little help over that lace area. So pop this on, and then just where it's going to cover that lace, I'm just going to put a little bit of hot glue there, like that. Oh my goodness. That is so pretty, isn't it? Oh my goodness. I love that pocket. Already I'm feeling this is going to be one of my hoarded pieces. So these are my toppers from, I think, the, oh gosh, what do you call it? What are these flowers? Why do I forget every time I say these flowers? Oh, I can't remember now what they're called. That's really annoying. Oh, hydrangeas. That's it, the hydrangea collection. Yeah, they're the topper pieces that go with those. So they're very pretty, aren't they? Okay. So this is one of those little embellishment pieces that we made in a recent video. So I'm thinking just that there, like that. So I'm just going to hot glue this down on this side of there, like that. Okay. And then possibly a little bit of lace on that sort of envelope flap itself. So do we want it? Nope, not that lace. Yeah, I bought in a few, or brought along a few laces. Not brought along, but you know, dug out just now when I was sneezing. Just dug out a few that I thought might work. From my scraps bag, so that you didn't have to keep on listening to the rustling off the bag. Oh my goodness, again trying to see what's the right one. Oh my goodness, that's gorgeous, isn't it? So yeah, let's just glue this down. Okie dokie. Love the way that lace is all torn and rugged and, you know, rustic and, yeah, you know, not neat at all. It's all, you know, jaggedy and torn. It looks lovely. Really, really lovely. So like that. And then I'm just wondering whether we want to have anything on here, like a little bow or anything. This might be too brown, but let's just see. Or we could use a white one. Just see. I mean, they're quite different looks, aren't they? I know that sounds really weird, but that looks, you know, quite vintagey. That looks more wedding-y. I think I'm going to go for the more wedding-y. So just going to leave that there, just sort of weigh it down a bit. Okay. Like that. Okie dokie, right, looking good. Now, just wondering whether I want to have any bling or anything on there. Just check. So, I mean, aren't things quick to decorate once you've got all those ready-made pieces? You know, they don't really take 5 minutes, do they, to, you know, put things together. Just wondering. Let me just try a shorter bit of bling. Yeah. Okay. There we go. Oh my goodness, I love that envelope. And, you know, I'm not even going to decorate the back. I think it looks gorgeous just how it is. And then, you know, if you kind of wanted to decorate the back, you could. But if not, I mean, you could glue it onto a page. It's, you know, either or really. I think it looks lovely. Right, next one. So this one I have already inked, strangely enough. So yeah, it's good to go already. Let's just ink up this bit of snippet. Now, do we like it on this side or do we like it on this side? I was kind of thinking here, so's the blue was showing, but actually now thinking maybe there is better. What do we think? Let's just see if I could use that little tiny scrap. Or would we prefer it there? Well, that's quite pretty, isn't it? Okay. This is my Valentine's papers collection from 2023. And then this one here, it's from the documents collection. Don't they just go brilliantly together? Love that combination of the two different papers together. They look really, really pretty. Like, really lovely. And strange, because you really wouldn't have expected them to go necessarily. But they just really do, don't they? So that one, like that. And then do we want to have any lace or anything running across the top? I'm not sure if this is the right lace, but just giving it a try as I've got it there. Oh, hold on. Just seen. Got a little bit of fabric here. I wonder if we could ruffle that across the top. Well, let's do that, to be honest. Again, that gets another piece of fabric gone from the desk, which is all brilliant. Don't you love this fabric? So pretty, isn't it? I actually can't remember whether I might have received this in a Happy Mail quite a long time ago. I can't remember, if I'm truthful. I feel like I've had this fabric in a couple of different colourways, but again, not too sure whether that's true or not. So hard to remember, isn't it? All these things. Now, just see. Do we want any other labels or anything like that? Let's just see here. Oh, got this one. Like that. Just tear that edge down. Whoops. there. I'm really loving having things just like hanging like that lately. I don't know why, but yeah, really like how that looks lately. I mean, that was just ridiculous to be using the hot glue for that, but hey, that was just what I had in my hand at the time, so it just seems sensible to use it. Yeah, I think that's probably fine like that. I'm not sure about whether it needs some bling. I mean, everything's always better with bling, to be honest, isn't it? I don't know whether it's me, but does that look a bit dull compared to that one? I don't know. Don't know why that would be, but yeah, seems to have a bit of a dull look. Right, let's go with the shinier bling. I mean, if you're going to have bling, you might as well have the blingiest bling that you can have, mightn't you? Blingiest bling. I mean, that must be the strangest sentence ever, mustn't it? The blingiest bling. I don't think I've ever said that before, but I'm sure you know what I mean. Right, let's quickly ink this up. So this is an envelope with a, you know, long flap. So very cute, these types of envelopes. Just ink that there. Now, do we like it with this cluster? I mean, I think that's very cute, to be honest. And then actually we could probably have this somewhere on here as well. Check. Cut that down there. Just trim that along the bottom. Okay. Quite like that. So, yeah, let's just pop this on. Across there. Like that. And then I feel like we possibly need some black along the bottom. So I'm just going to put some of this on here. Like that. Okay. And then pop this down here like that. And that's so pretty, isn't it? I mean, I know this is a bit weird because it says sewing silk, which weird. We've got like a peacock on here. And then this is my clocks background papers, collection papers, and that one is from the, I think that's from the autumn collection, that peacock. But yeah, looks pretty, doesn't it? So let's just glue this one down. Like that. Okay, and then pop this one down again. Going to just hot glue this because it's quite thick, like that. Oh my goodness, doesn't that look gorgeous? Oh, I just burnt my finger. Not my finger, even my hand. Don't know quite how that happened, but yeah, I did. Oh, that is gorgeous, isn't it? What a really, really pretty envelope. That looks so lovely. Right, I think we've made it, would you believe? So yeah, let's pull in the pieces that we made and just check. Let's hope I haven't miscounted, so hold on. Sorry about that. I just had to stop and sneeze again. I hadn't sneezed for quite a while, so I thought everything was getting better, but no, sneezed again. Right, okay, let's see. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we've achieved our 10 today, so feeling pretty good about that. So yeah, very excited. And yeah, we will be back tomorrow to do our next 10. So hopefully we're going to be on track to get our 70 pieces in 7 days, all decorated and done, ready to use. So yep, come back and join me tomorrow. Let me know what you think. Which piece here is your favourite? I have to say my favourite is this one because I just absolutely love how that whole thing looks. Probably closely followed by probably this, which I just really love it. because it's very different. So yeah, let me know what's your favourite piece, and yeah, and please join in and let everybody know how you're getting on. Did you manage to do your 10 pieces, and are you going to be joining in with the whole series? So yep, hopefully you will be, and yeah, really appreciate a big thumbs up, and if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, would really appreciate you subscribing. And I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks so much then. Bye.